Aloha to all of you beautiful friends and viewers. Thank you for being here once again, spending your time with me. If you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Nastaran, which translates to Red Wild Rose in my native language of Farsi. My husband Michael and I have a little house in Pahoa on the big island of Hawaii. We are in the process of moving out of San Diego after Michael retires in April of this year, and it just can't happen fast enough. To give you a little bit of recap about what has been happening lately, well, life has been very busy. We just celebrated Christmas with the family in San Diego, and my daughter Ava, who has been living with us till now, finally found a place of her own, and we moved her in, and she seems to be very comfortable there. It makes me feel so relieved that she is settled now. Poor Michael got sick with the flu right after Christmas, and as a matter of fact, he was very sick when we moved Ava. But Michael, being Michael, pushed through and got it done. While I'm off the island, my angel of a friend, Barb, is the one whose house sits for me, takes care of everything, feeds Leilani and the other cats for me. I don't know what I would have done without her, and I am so grateful to her. Hi, everybody.
We're doing good.
Well, the truth is, we're doing terrible. He caught the flu. It's not COVID, but it's pretty bad. His throat looks like a bomb went off in there.
A hamburger.
Yeah. So we went to the doctor today, and because it's a viral flu, there's really not much they can do about it. And I've been good so far, and I think I finally got it.
Oh.
My throat is
But you did get your shot
sore
today, so.
Yeah, I got my second shingles shot, but I don't believe it gives you a sore throat. Maybe all my body ache and my shivering and fever has to do with it, but we shall see.
Hope she doesn't get it.
Yeah, I think it's a little late for that. People who catch flu together stay together.
Yeah, because you can't get out of bed.
Listen to his voice. I'll give you more updates later. So I arrived from San Diego yesterday. Whew, what a long day. By the time I came back home, I just left my luggage the way it was, went to bed. I was exhausted. So this morning I have all these stuff all over the floor, and I was gonna put them away. Last time we moved to Hawaii, to Oahu, in 2014, we moved all of our belongings to Hawaii. That was $12,000 for a whole container, and that was a long time ago. I hear if you were to do that now, it's gonna cost you somewhere around 20 to 25. And that didn't include even cars. That was just furniture. This time, we're not gonna do that. Of course, that's a lot of money. And our house is small. We don't really need all these furniture to fill it up. Besides, since we bought this place, I've already purchased a few things here and there, and I, for most part, have everything I need. My plan is to come over here maybe 2 more times with the sole purpose of bringing whatever I can from San Diego here. Everything else that belongs to me and I don't want to bring it. We have an attic in San Diego and we're going to store it in there. And by those things, I mean, for example, my mom handed down some antique china that are, some of them go back to 200 years. And it's been going from one generation to another. Obviously, I don't want to sell them and I don't want to bring them here. So I just put them in my attic. And I thought you might be interested to know what the heck did I bring with me. You'll see. Why don't you take a look? One day in San Diego when I was at the swap meet, there was this gentleman who had made 3 of these. And they were going fast. I took one look and I fell in love with it. And I bought it. As you know, I have a thing for mermaids, so this is just the right thing for me to have. This is my handy dandy drone that we use to take all the footage that you see in the videos. And I did bring one painting. It's not an original painting. So this is a painting I did in 2012. The original was a gift to a very beautiful, wonderful friend of mine. She's from India. And I thought, you know, this probably hits home for her. She was surprised by it and she loved it. So what I did, I made a giggly form of it. And that's probably one of the only ones I brought. Another item that I brought a lot of is my paint. I'm going to be painting mostly rocks. My painting equipment was very important to me, and more painting stuff, my paintbrushes, more acrylic paint. These are my oil painting brushes. This is my magnifying glass that I use for painting rocks, because all these details that I paint are so small and I need something to help me deal with that. Persian item that I've had since the 70s. Every Persian woman has to have one. When we buy saffron, it's usually in little shreds. So you put it in here and you make it into a powder before using. So yeah, it's very dear to me. It actually used to belong to my mom. More and more and more and more paint. This is for my resin kit. When I'm done painting, whether it's a ceramic leaf or a painted rock, I use resin to cure it, to give it that shiny protective layer on top. Hope I didn't bore you to death with my luggage tour. Now I gotta go find a place for everything to go in. Can you hear it? Oh wow, the ocean waves are crazy right now. And as usual, ocean is calling me. So does the jungle, so I'm thinking of going for a walk. If you'd like to go with me, that would be awesome. smells heavenly. Isn't this such a beautiful day, in my opinion? The surf is really high, the waves are crazy, the sound is infectious, it's mesmerizing. How can a sound be so loud but yet so pleasing? Whatever turbulent thoughts you have in your head, this just makes it go away. I know it sounds strange. I get called to the ocean so much. It's like an invitation. Last night I could hear the ocean so loud and I wanted to go so bad, but of course I'm not gonna do something stupid. It's not just daytime that the ocean calls me, it's nighttime also. And I have noticed whenever I don't feel enough energy or just not feeling good enough, I guess, coming to the ocean always helps, always puts me in a different mood, gives me the energy I didn't have before. I'm not sure how. It's like it shares that powerful energy with me. Is there anybody else out there that feels the same way? Or am I the crazy one? It just makes me so happy. Speaking of happiness, I heard someone yesterday, she was saying that she wasn't lucky to be born with happiness or find happiness in her life, and she was really feeling sad. And she mentioned, you know, some people are just lucky they find happiness, and that is just not how I understand life, I guess. I always believe that happiness is what you make it. It's not something you find one day. It isn't something you're lucky to either have or you don't have. I think if you wait for some big event to happen for you to be happy, it's a waste of life. To me, happiness is in small little things. It's seeing a bird fly above. It's seeing people's laughter in like a grocery aisle. It's cuddling under a blanket by yourself or with a loved one. It's having that warm cup of tea in your hand. It's the ray of sun that comes out of the clouds. But at the same time, it's the beautiful formation of clouds. I heard somebody, one of the viewers, mention that they have the most beautiful clouds in Oregon. Dave, you know who you are. I wish I could see it. I tried to Google it, but nothing came up. Thank you for listening to me rambling. I'm just enjoying this view. I'm loving all the sounds that goes with it. Yesterday I was in this area and I saw this beautiful rainbow that I shared with you in the last video. And it was magnificent. I was standing in the middle of the street because I saw it, and I was just in an awe. Like, I only had my phone with me to record it. So I stood in the middle of the street and I took a clip of the rainbow. And this car comes, I could see the car coming, but I was like maybe 1 second longer. So he stopped and he said, "Are you okay?" And I said, yeah, I'm okay. He said, "What's the matter? Why are you standing in the middle of the street?" I said, "Look." So he looked and he stopped his car and he came out and he started filming it. So, and I turned around and there were other people in the same area, all, you know, with their phones looking at the sky and this magnificent double rainbow. See, those are the little moments that make a person happy. You don't have to have a big old double rainbow, but just slowing down enough to notice things. If you haven't tried it, give it a shot. look for happiness in those tiny little things. Well, I'm going to turn around and enjoy some of this beautiful waves here. I hope you enjoyed the view with me. I love you. As I stand on this beautiful Hawaiian sacred shores, I'm reminded of the profound responsibility that rests on our shoulders. I believe that living here is not a right, but a privilege. And with that comes the responsibility and a duty to protect and preserve it. By honoring, understanding, and respecting the sacred bond between Hawaiian Islands and its people, we can have a part in the manifestation of the aloha spirit and the longevity of this magical place we call home. Did you see that? I'm loving it. This is exactly what I needed today. So I'm gonna go take a little more walk before I go home because it looks like it's gonna rain any minute now. I also wanted to give you an update about what's going on with our pine trees behind me, 5 of those. We gotta get rid of them. They are really causing a lot of problems. Most of them are leaning towards the house. I would be really sad to see them go, but at the same time, safety comes first. Let me show you how big these things are. Well, hello, roosters and hens. See how big it is? In a way, it's kind of sad to see them go. They're beautiful, giant trees. It breaks my heart, and I'm so sorry. We gotta do what we gotta do. I gotta do something about my bird nest ferns. I love them so much. Look how big and beautiful it is. So what I need to do in preparation is to get it out of here, put it someplace safe, because while the trees are coming down, you know, it's going to be a lot of limbs dropping, and also there's an excavator that's going to come through and pick up all the limbs, removing it, so it's going to be a lot of destruction, in other words. I'm standing in the rain and I don't even care. Hey everyone, today weather behind me is making a liar out of me, but it's been raining all day long, and I figured I'd do something that I can do inside. So I was going to make some guacamole. The reason I wanted to do this was because these avocados are very special to me. One of my neighbors and viewers brought these from his home and gifted it to me. So I was just so blown away by his kindness. I figured I'd put that to use. I'm making guacamole is because guacamole is always my go-to thing to take to like a potluck, or if I'm going to somebody's house. And I tried to get the same ingredients here, and hopefully it will turn out the same. Tom, I really appreciate it. Thank you. So to make guacamole, I usually chop the avocados into little pieces, chop an onion, 2, sometimes 3 jalapenos, and mix them together. When I went to chop the cilantro bunch I bought 3 days ago, I realized it was wilted and moldy. I also needed a couple of limes, so I had to jump in my car and go to the store. On the way there, I picked up a couple of limes from our generous neighbor who usually has his extra fruit and veggies he cannot use on top of his wall. Came home and put all the ingredients together, and then I remembered, darn, I completely forgot sour cream. Where's my brain today? I don't know. Thankfully, Barb had some extra and didn't mind sharing. So finally, I mixed all the necessary ingredients together and it was ready at last. Well, the guacamole is done. I tasted it, but it's a little different than what I normally make it in San Diego. It could be because the jalapenos were super spicy, so I hope Barb and the other neighbors don't end up hating it. There we go. Spicy. Yeah, whoa. I shouldn't have dumped that whole thing in there. And I'm not sure what kind of avocado it was, but it tastes just a little different than Haas avocado that I'm used to. It doesn't mean it's bad, it's just different. Hope they like it. Well, my friends, it's time to end this long video. I am sorry it took longer than I anticipated, but there was just so much to cover. I wanted to say thank you as usual for being here. You make my heart so happy with your comments and for just merely being here. Well, I'll be here for another couple of weeks, maybe 3 even, until I get some stuff done around here and then go back to San Diego, continue packing and get ready for the final move. Oh, I'll be so happy when it's all done, and then we're here full time and I don't have to go back and forth. Anyways, mahalo for watching, and I love you, and I'm sending you hugs and kisses.
Above us in the clouds, soaring in the wind, a ribbon